Hello everyone, myself Mohammad Ramiz and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Today in this session we are going to start the chapter Unemployment. In the previous session we have completed the chapter number 5, that is Poverty, and that chapter is related with this chapter, that is Unemployment. Both are very easy chapter, so let's start our chapter. So let's start with the introduction part. In recent years, most of the nations of the world are facing the economic and social problems like poverty, unemployment, inflation and depression. So here it is said that different nations of the world, developed and also developing country, are facing the economic and social problems such as poverty, unemployment, inflation. Inflation means continuous rise of the prices of goods and service in an economy, and depression is a situation where the production, employment, everything is at lower rate. So these are the problems faced by the different country. World is worried about this problem and all the countries are worried to solve these problems. It is a fact that each nation has tried to solve this problem in their own manner, but still now this problem cannot be solved. Here it is said that different nations had tried to solve the problem. This problem such as poverty, unemployment, inflation, depression, population explosion, but what? These problems cannot be solved. Developed and developing countries have economically developed but could not attain the full employment. So here it is said that developed country like America, China, developing countries like India, they have developed economically, money wise their national income, per capita income is increasing, but still the full employment is not there. What is the meaning of full employment? That each and every citizen of the country should get employed, and you know the scenario of our country also, there is much of unemployment. As a result, unemployment has become a global problem today. So here it is said that unemployment is a global problem because in the above line we saw that developed country and the developing countries both are now economically going developed, but still there are the people in the countries who are remain unemployed. So here it is said that unemployment is a which problem? Global problem. Now we will see the scenario of unemployment in India. Okay, it starts from here. In India also problem of unemployment is a long term issue. Okay, so after the independence we have set up the planning commission in the year 1950, and after that the different fire plans were implemented. Okay, and in every fire plan we used to target to give the more employment opportunities to the persons, to the citizens, but still you know the scenario, there are the unemployed people in our country. So here it is said that problem of unemployment is a long term issue. That is why in plans the objective of removal of unemployment is prioritized. This just we discuss that in our planning commission in the different fire plan we used to target to remove the what, to remove the unemployment, but still the unemployment is there. But even after economic development, and the problem of unemployment has increased instead of declining. So if you see the scenario of our country India from the last 20-30 years, economically we are developing, okay, but still the unemployment is rising instead of declining. This is a what? This is a limitation of our planning system, and this shows that our planning system, the fire planning, is not successful completely. Okay, is not getting success. In developing India, on one hand, high population growth rate, and on the other hand, insufficient economic development made problem of unemployment more. So here it is said that in developing India, on one hand, the population growth rate is much high, okay, and economic development is not up to that mark. So what happens, as the population increases, more the people need the work, need the job, and at the other hand, the economic development is not that much sufficient. So the government and the private sector are not able to provide the job to each and every people. Okay, so there is a difference between the demand and supply of labor. The supply of labor is much high, more the people need the job, and the demand of labor is less, so the unemployment rises. Okay, so students, here you can see the meaning of unemployment. In common parlance, unemployment is a situation where person is willing to work but does not get work. What it is written over here, that unemployment is a what? It is a situation where the person, a human, is willing to work. Willing to work means he and she is having a wish to work. They are having a desire to work but does not get the work. Then that person is called as a what? Unemployed. Now, see from here, unemployment is not only a problem of labor, but other factors of production can also be unemployed. But commonly, unemployment is seen in relation to labor only. So, here we will define the unemployment keeping in mind of labor. Okay, now pay attention. There are the other factors of production that we know: land, labor, capital. These are the factor of production. Okay, so here we are going to discuss the unemployment from the view of labor. Okay, land, other factor. Here it is written, see, other factor can also be remain unemployed. For example, you are having the five machinery, but the demand of the goods which you produce is very less, and right now you are using the two machineries only, and rest of the three machineries are not in use, so that can be called that three machinery are unemployed. Okay, but here it is said that we will define in common. Here it is said that commonly unemployment is seen in relation to labor only, so here we will define the unemployment keeping in mind the labor only. According to the Professor Pigu, a person can be called unemployed only when he is willing to work but is not able to find a work. Who can be called as an unemployed? When a person is what? Willing to work. When a person is willing to work, he is having the wish to work but he is not able to find the work. So that person can be called as what? Unemployed. In short, unemployment is a what? It is a situation where a person is ready and capable of working. This is also important. One person wants to do the job of CA, but he is not having the qualification. Then that person is not able to work. Okay, so a person should be ready to work and capable of working at current wage rate but does not get work can be called as a what person? Can be called as a unemployed person. According to above definition, at current wage rate, a person is eager and ready to work but is deprived of work. Then he is said to be unwilling unemployment or compulsory nature of unemployment. Pay attention here. Here it is written that a person is ready to accept the market prevailing wage rate. He is having the desire to work and ready to work, but still he is deprived of work. Deprived of work means he is not getting the job. Then that person is called unemployed. The other name is given over here that you have to remember for MCQ in one line. The other name is unwilling unemployment. It means that person is remaining unemployed against his wish. Okay, so it is called as unwilling unemployment, or other name is compulsory nature of unemployment. Students, please pay attention here. Similarly, if a person is not willing to work, okay, not willing, wish उसका job करना नहीं है, and not ready to work, okay, and not getting the work, then he is not said to be unemployed. One person is sitting at home by his own wish, okay, by his own desire, then that person cannot be called unemployed. Which person will be called which person will be called unemployed? The person who is ready to work, who is capable of work but still not get the job, that person can be called as unemployed. If a person is sitting at home by his own will and not doing the job, then that person cannot be called as unemployed. So the people who are sitting at home by their own wish and not doing job is not a problem in the country. The problem in a country is about that there are the people who wants the work, who are ready to work, but still we are not able to give them the job. Okay, now this type of a person is said to be voluntary unemployed. Which type of the person who is sitting at home by his own wish is called as what? Voluntary unemployed. Okay, and other is which unemployment? Compulsory unemployed. Compulsory unemployed is which one? When a person is ready to work and he is capable of work, he had made the efforts to find the job but still not getting the job. That's why it is called as a compulsory unemployed. Another one is which unemployment? Voluntary. A person voluntarily is sitting at home and not doing the job. So I hope you understand the difference between these two. According to this definition, children, elderly people, weak people, and people who do not want to do work are not a part of active workforce. They are not. Children, elderly people, they are not the part of labor supply. They are not a part of active workforce, but cannot be said as unemployed. This voluntary unemployment is not a problem. Here I have explained you in the above line. The persons who are sitting at home by their own wish is not a problem of the government. The government have to look in the matter where the persons are really want the work but they are not getting the job. Okay, students, we will revise this paragraph once again because in the board examination the MCQ and one line questions come and many of the students do mistake. Please pay attention. From year to year, it is about the compulsory unemployment where a person is able to work, ready to work, and he is ready to accept the market prevailing wage rate but still not getting the job is called unemployed, unwilling unemployed, and compulsory nature of unemployed. And from year to year, it is about voluntary unemployment that a person is not willing and ready to work. He is sitting at home by his own wish, and that person cannot be called as unemployed. He can be called as voluntary unemployed. He is sitting at home by his own wish. Okay. Then here the question comes about active workforce. Who are the people should not be included in the active workforce? The answer will be like children, elderly people, weak people, and the person who are sitting at home voluntarily cannot be considered in an active workforce and cannot be called as a word unemployed. This voluntary unemployment is not a problem of a government. Government should be concerned about about the people who are compulsory unemployed, the people who wants the work but not getting the job. Okay, I hope now you all are clear with this. Students, now we will learn the next para, that is see the term unemployment is understood in term of supply of active workforce. Active workforce supply includes the people who are in the age group of 15 to 64 years. Fit this in the mind. Active workforce age is 15 to 64 years. This comes for MCQ and one line. Below 15 is considered as child labor and it is illegal. Now see the next thing. From the meaning of unemployment, it can be said that unwilling unemployment or compulsory unemployment is only a problem. Okay, this we have discussed in the last paragraph. In India also unemployment has become a which issue? Serious economic problem. An unemployed person is economically dependent and cannot live in society with dignity. So here it is said the person who is unemployed have to depend on others in the matter of money. Okay, so he cannot live in society with dignity and respect. That is why the problem of unemployment is not only an which problem, economic problem, but also social, ethical, and political problem. So here we complete our today's session. Goodbye, stay safe, thank you.